So, um, how's y'all's week been, by the way?
Recovering from COVID still coughing a bit, but
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're getting better. Mac, how are you doing?
Being tired and it's been a long week.
Oh yeah. Did you ever find a job?
Yeah. No.
no, Jinx, you owe me a soda.
You didn't find one either? Were you even? I didn't even. I thought you were doing school, Nostra. I didn't know you were looking for a job. Ouch, my stomach hurts. All right, so okay, I thought I spelled episode wrong. Why is my stomach hurting so much? Hopefully, I don't die in the middle of this stream. That'd be funny. All right, so first thing I will tell you. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's been 3 weeks. I meant to tell everyone that I meant to message y'all that and say we're gonna jump ahead 3 weeks, but I forgot because I wanted to give y'all time to think about what you wanted to have done for that 3 weeks. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of being the quote unquote GM, I'm gonna go ahead and frame it so that the things that we could have been doing for the last 3 weeks is basically cleaning up the bunker, fortifying the bunker, in case somebody or something else decides to try to attack. Um, Doing research on monsters and all kinds of other stuff. Supplying the bunker, we probably need food and stuff like that, or more food and supplies. Let's see what else. Did I ever make handouts for? I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't. Didn't have time, but oh well, it's fine. So I'll start with me and explain and kind of describe what's been going on with Baron for the last 3 weeks. You probably didn't notice at first, but you did. Yeah, I didn't. Would not have. Oh well. Seen a lot of them for those 3 weeks. Baron has basically been in his bedroom probably 75% of the time. He does come out and help clean up and do research and stuff, but he hasn't really done a lot. He hasn't talked a lot. He has pretty much been just staying by himself basically, and make an insight and command. Oh, I gotta see what insight is on these things because I remember that they're not like Star Trek. So
Truth.
Insight would be truth, and
Command
command
is
would be
discipline.
discipline. When you said truth, I thought you just meant like, yeah, that's true. So yeah. So yeah.
Roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Difficulty is probably going to be 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... it's 2 or... Basically, I'm going to roll... I got to remember how to do this. So for me, it's going to be presence and command. So that's duty. How many dice? Focus. Do I have a focus? Probably. My focus, yeah, composure. So I rolled 2 as well. So Alex, you probably have no idea, but Alex, you would notice that Baron has been alone in his room, or just kind of even when he's not in his room, he's kind of hanging out. Oh God, I forgot to put the music on here. Do I have classic? Okay, I do. Oh, okay. I did put the music. Okay, I always do that first, like when because I know I'm gonna forget. So I'll go ahead and start that. Alright. So basically, Alex, you noticed that he has been kind of distant, but only David notices that he has been kind of sullen and avoiding y'all as much as possible, and pretty much, like I said, spending all his times in the bedroom only really comes out when he absolutely has to. Now, he has been going back and forth, helping clean and fortifying and researching, but what about y'all? I'll start with David, since you know the most about what's going on with him. What has David been doing for the last 3 weeks?
For most of the 3 weeks, he has been actually researching on the whole information that had went down since then. All the while, he's actually been due from this severe. Although he's been trying to contain all of the stress that had been going down, he's been venting all of that off by being the one cleaning up the entire place the most, with the occasion of actually checking up on Baron to doing no rights, because technically it was kind of David's fault that this whole ordeal might have gotten a little worse.
Oh, you're talking about because you had to choose him over the cult?
Yeah, but knowing that it was the right thing to do, it's just kind of worrying that just because of the fact he saved his own brother, now all of them are now possibly in danger.
Okay. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mac, unless y'all leave the compound or the bunker, this is going to be mostly roleplay between the three of us. I'm not going to do a whole lot of GMing unless y'all leave. So go up. I told Nostra to go ahead and pull up the GM emulator, because we're probably going to use that to do stuff.
Yeah, I have the GM.
And then also, Mac, if you get out a notebook, because if we do any research in the game today, I want it to be in a physical notebook to kind of represent how they do it in the show. So I'm actually going to start like a whole new section in my notebook for the game. Let's see, what should I call it? I'll just say Baron's notebook. It's easy. Alright, so what about Alex? What's he been up to? He has noticed that Baron's been distant, but he hasn't really noticed like all the emotional stuff.
Basically, he'll be like, whatever, that's Baron for you.
Alright, typical Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
That's Baron for you. He'll be thinking, oh, that's Baron for you, and just go and continue with his research and watching some like movies or TV shows while he's reading up.
Alright. Well, 3 weeks have passed.
That's Alex for you.
Baron, at one point, hold on, something's bothering me. I want to check something. Okay. At one point, come on, paste, motherfucker. There we go. At one point, he comes out of the room, looks around, probably doesn't see anyone in the immediate vicinity. So he is going to rush off to, let's see. He is actually going, I'm going to show y'all the floor plan. So come on, go there. Why am I not going there? Well, that's weird. Try over here. Alright, let me log back in, log out, log in. So for some reason, it's not letting me change the thing.
Okay, is he talking?
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry about that. I was muted and trying to change the roll 20. It wasn't working. So now it works. All right. So at one point, after 3 weeks, Baron kind of shambles out of his bedroom. We'll say, let's see. Gotta find which bedroom would be his. I think Sam's bedroom is over here. Did we ever figure out whose bedroom is which?
No, we didn't.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the floor plan. Dean's bedroom, Jack's bedroom. Okay. Where's Jack's bedroom? Over here. Okay, well, I'm gonna say his bedroom is in Jack's bedroom over here. This is basically Jack's bedroom, but it's now my bedroom. And he kind of stumbles out. He's wearing like a robe, a dirty robe that hasn't been cleaned in probably 3 weeks. And he just shambles out towards the kitchen. What about y'all? Does anyone see him? Does anyone notice him?
I would like to.
Okay. Yeah, he goes past. We gotta figure out whose bedroom. So this will be
I guess
one of y'all's,
Dean.
and this will be the other
Dibs
one.
on Dean.
Okay. So Alex, you're in this one. So yeah, let me pull Baron. Baron walks down the corridor. Is your door open for you to notice him?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay, so I've just walked past you. I don't even look at you. I gotta So what do you say? Do you try to get his attention?
I would actually peer past the door and at first, like, try to figure out where he's going after all this time. Since, well, he's been constantly trying to check on Baron since the course of 3 weeks. But he wasn't really, like, was his door constantly closed, or, I know, like, 75% he went out, you know?
Well, am I muted? Okay, I'm not. His door probably has been, every time he's been in his room, it's been closed, but he comes out every once in a while to help y'all to clean or research. But when he is in there, it is closed, unless he's like gone in there just for a second and then comes back out. But usually it's closed.
So he hasn't been giving himself the required sustenance, the water. Anything?
Yeah, I mean, like yesterday when he came out, he went to the kitchen to grab some food and then went back to the room. So, in fact, that's probably where he's going now. He's heading in that direction. I will know. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you would notice if you're looking out in the corridor that he does kind of like lose his balance a bit and bounce off the wall, like push himself off the wall, and then like almost like he's, I wouldn't say he's drunk or inebriated, but he's definitely had something to drink.
I think I would like to try and shadow Baron.
You want to try to shadow him? Ooh, let me see if he notices you stalking him.
And, you know, just try to make sure he doesn't fall over.
Make a presence and security roll, and it's going to be opposed by his insight and security.
Got it.
Let's see, do I have a focus? Ooh, intuition. Ooh, 2 and 2. You're the active person because you're trying to remain hidden. So, let's see. Yeah, you barely, like, you think it's mainly because he's had a few too many. But you're able to kind of stay just around the corner from him when he looks back behind you, so he doesn't notice you. Alex, is your door open when he walks past or no?
Yes.
All right, you definitely notice. Like he barely takes a look inside. He doesn't even pay much attention to you either. He just keeps walking.
He walks to the door.
You said you walk to the door?
Yes. He walks up to the door and he says, "Give that a bath."
You said take a bath?
No, he says that needs a bath. The thing you're wearing. It looks like it hasn't it's dirty. Baron.
Make a presence and command check. See if you can get his attention. If you get 3 successes, I won't even roll. But if you get 2 or less, I'm gonna roll for him to keep going. Oh, I guess I should tell you what that is in the thing. I said presence and command, so that's discipline and presence. Duty. Yep. I know it takes longer to roll these because it's not as quick as the star check one. Ooh, let's see if I can basically tell you to fuck off. It's gonna be command and presence, so I'm going to roll. Got faith, or I got a focus and composure. Oof. So you see me stop and kind of lean up against a wall, like half, like just turning and staring at you, like, and just say whatever, and then just keep walking. What do y'all do next? Am I muted?
No, he basically will go and watch him. Because knowing that he looks...
both stalking me.
Yeah.
You also notice.
I feel like I would definitely. You know what? I'm gonna you make a presence and security. No, presence and con, because your movement is what's it. So it's gonna be move and presence duty, and mine is gonna be insight and. Well, my security and con's the same, so it doesn't really matter. But I definitely need to roll insight to see if I notice y'all. Alright, so I got 1, David got 1, Alex, you got 1.
You also got a complication.
Oh, I did. Okay. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a complication.
So, as I'm getting closer to the kitchen, I turn around to see if I can catch y'all. That's a bit loud. I turn around to see if I can catch y'all. Let me turn all the music down, actually. There we go. And I stumble. And I just fall kind of trip over my own feet down the corridor. So what do y'all do?
Immediately, as soon as I hear the stumble and tripping over, I actually try to get on over to help Baron up ASAP.
I push you away. I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. This first thing in the morning, it's like 1:00 p.m. It's so early this morning. I'm fine, and I try to like push you away.
It's 1300.
What? No.
I literally pulled out my watch, aggressively point at it, and it's pointing 1 p.m.
I look at it and I'm like, oh, well, that's okay. I only woke up a couple hours ago. I'm just tired anyway. And I try to push myself back up to my feet and head towards the
You've
kitchen.
been.
What do you say? What do you say?
Sorry, just my head just kind of. Okay, I think I kind of forgot what I wanted to say.
It's okay. What are y'all doing? Do y'all let him go?
He goes, he's completely drunk.
Oh, that's clearly obvious since he wasn't aware of the clocks all over the place.
Do you think he's been drinking all this time?
Perhaps maybe a combination of sleep deprivation and depressant materials. But with the strange idea, I look over to Alex. Is it possible you could keep him busy for a moment? I would like to have a look at his room.
Yeah,
It was the only. From a doctor's standpoint, it was the only place I haven't been able to clean yet. Of course, used to. Functionally, have a look at what's going on.
you might as well.
Alright.
What did you have to do?
So Alex is coming to try to keep me from going back to the room, and David is going to basically stalk,
Investigate what
sneak
the fuck is going on.
through my stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely need Alex to make some good presence rolls as I'm in the kitchen looking for food. Man, I thought we had some Twinkies. What? Also, where's the wine coolers? And I look over my shoulder as you enter, and I'm like, Alex, did you hide the wine coolers, or did we just not get any this week?
I didn't make the run this week. So obviously it must have been not picked up.
I'll go get it. And I like turn and like try to stumble towards the door. I'll go.
No.
I'll go. Just let me go.
I'll drive then.
Fine. You can drive.
I'll drive, and so you don't end up in any injuries, okay?
Alright. Fine.
Okay, let's go and get your wine coolers.
Alright, so I go with Alex towards the stairs that lead to the exit. Gotta turn it down a little bit more. Alright. As we're leaving, Nostra, and you're in there, roll Insight Security Difficulty 1.
Got it.
Which would be Truth in Battle. You find, first of all, you find his notebook, which has a ton of just stuff on it. So as your character knows, they've been doing some research on the various things they've encountered: the ghosts, the demons, the phoenixes, and the zombies, among other things. But you notice his notebook has a lot more stuff in it than y'all's does. Almost like he's been writing in it longer than you guys have. You see, there's a couple dates from like months back, and then you see he has his laptop is open, and you can see the Ghost Facers website that he helped make for the Ghost Facers, and you see like a forum, and you see that the forum has been open, like he was replying to something, and on the side you see, you know how notification it pops up and it says one message. Do you click on it to see what who the message is from and what it says?
Yeah, hold on.
Alright. It's from some random user. It's obviously an anonymous user with some random name like Adrenaline Junkie 62 or something. But basically, they're having a conversation, and on this forum, the conversation gets because it's a it's related to supernatural things. So the conversation gets deleted, like every 24 hours, kind of like how I don't know how Snapchat is now, but it used to be everything gets deleted after 24 hours. But basically, the last thing that they're talking about is Baron says, "I feel like it's all my fault. I told them how to control Rachel Upchurch's ghost." And that's the last message before the response, which is, the typical, "It's not your fault, you couldn't have known what they were going to do with it, blah blah blah."
With a rather noticeable sigh, I'd slowly get off away from the computer and actually no, I think, okay, I have a question. Would I be able to screenshot the conversation?
I mean, you could just take out your phone and take a picture of it.
I mean, I know that computers have a built-in thing involving
Yeah, but then he would know that you did that because it would save a picture on his own computer.
and then I could always just grab do I have a USB drive?
I would say, yeah, probably after all this time, y'all probably managed to get some.
Yeah,
USB.
because then if I would do so, then I could just immediately transfer all of the information take a picture of, into the USB drive and delete what's remaining on the computer.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say you could do that. I don't think y'all have any momentum, but we'll say let's see. It's gonna be an engineering because you're dealing with computers. So that'd be a communicate and reason. So that's communicate and faith. Do you have a focus in anything computers related?
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail. Yeah, that would work. Oh yeah, you definitely managed to do that, and yeah. So in the meantime, me and Alex. Which vehicle have we taken, Alex? Mine or yours?
He obviously took on his, so Baron can literally stretch his legs out and not feel like he's crammed.
And not have to drive?
Yes.
Alright, well this obviously is not happening, so... Alright, so we're taking your gigantic truck that wastes probably 1 million gallons of gas. Alright, so basically as soon as I get in the truck, I'm passed the fuck out. Like, I'm sort of kind of awake, but mostly just in and out, like my head rolling back and forth. Do you try to keep me awake, or do you basically just let me sleep the whole time?
He just lets him sleep the whole time until we get there.
Alright, so I'm gonna actually, Alex, get the GM emulator out. Chaos is 5. Just ask, does anything supernatural happen on the way to the store? I'm gonna say it's no way, and then click ask question and tell me what it says.
Can you post a link again?
Oh yeah, sure.
I have the thing open.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll post a link for you.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, just, yeah. Can you post a link as well?
No, okay. So, did you ask the question and just say no, did it say just no?
Yeah.
It said no, okay. Alright, so...
5, odds, no way, it says no.
Alright, so we get to the store, and he does not wake up unless you force him to wake up, basically.
Can you just go and get the wine coolers?
Okay. You come back, and he's awake now when you come back to the vehicle, but he's just staring out the window at like the green grass around you guys. He doesn't say anything. Do you say anything to him?
He just goes, here's your wine coolers.
He just kind of looks over at you like, oh, thanks. And he picks one out and pops the top and drinks half of one in one go.
He just drives back, not saying too much, not saying anything.
Alright, back in, let's see.
One more thing. While this is going on, am I able to take a picture of the journal pages from the phone?
Journal page. Oh, yeah, you can. Well, I'll just say that you do. That way, yeah. That's not too hard. That definitely doesn't require a task roll. So once you've taken pictures and screenshotted it on a thumb drive, what does David do next?
I would like to look around a little more just in case.
Okay. You see typical stuff, books from doing the research. His bed is obviously not made, very messy. I'm
gonna make the bed.
Okay, well he'll definitely know you're in there then.
Then I'll just leave it there.
He's not that drunk.
I'm just not sure.
Yeah, no, he's nothing other than that looks suspicious in here. However, I will say, roll another insight. I'll say insight command this time because it's not really a security thing. It's more of a if you notice something about him, like as a person.
Alright.
Something that he might. Okay. You notice that there in one of the stacks of books, there's basically just a regular spiral notebook. Because he has a notebook for his like supernatural stuff, but you find another one that's almost like empty, like it's like he didn't write anything in it. But just opening it, you can see that it looks closer to like an actual journal than like the supernatural stuff. And basically, you find in one of the pages, there's only like 2 or 3 pages that it has been written on, but one of them it basically says it's all my fault. If anything happens to me, I deserve it, and that's pretty much it.
So basically, suicide notes.
I mean, I would say they're suicidal. I wouldn't say they're suicide. Like, you don't think he's gonna go off and put a .45 caliber through his brain, but you think he is probably not concerned about his own well-being.
Yeah, I believe it would be very concerning. Extremely concerning.
And you hear the door slam as we come back from our trip. Do you try?
And that was my cue.
Yeah.
That is my cue. That's my cue.
All right. So I'm
immediately going straight to my room.
All right. So as you we're coming down the stairs. I need you to make a presence command to see if you look super suspicious as we're coming back with the alcohol. He's not even gonna roll as long as you get one success. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna have him roll. Let's see how much he figures out. See insight and a command. Oof, my stomach hurts so much. Alright, let's see. Ooh, 2 successes. I'm going to go ahead and say that we have 2 momentum now, just because it was a difficulty 0, basically. Yeah, so, basically, you're like, he comes around the corner, and as soon as he does, he sees you run in there. And then I stop. Baron stops and looks at you, Alex, and then looks back to the door. Do you close your door?
Yes.
Okay. I look back to the door, then I look to Alex, then I look to the door, and I look back to Alex, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch! Did you know about this?"
What?
Well, clearly, you guys are in league against me, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
Basically, I just drove you so you didn't crash.
Sure. I start banging on the door. David, open up, or I'm gonna kick the door down. Open up, David.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop laughing. Ah!
It is pretty funny. The one time you don't get any successes. David, I know you were in my room. Open the frickin' door.
If I was in your room, I would have made your bed by now.
Darren goes and opens the door to look to see if the bed's made, but he's also going to roll insight engineering to basically see if he can figure out what you. He did develop a website for someone, so he is pretty computer savvy. So he is going to see if you did anything to his computer.
You know, little trollic.
Oh yeah, 2 successes. I'm gonna say, we'll say +1, so we'll be at 3 momentum. I sigh and come back out, and I look at the door and I look at Alex. And I just like lean up against the door. I'm like, David, you don't understand. I scratch my head. Like, clearly my brain isn't working right now because I'm half drunk. But I'm like, whatever you think, it's not what it sounds like or looks like. I just, you know, I was doing stuff on the website and maybe some information about some things got out of hand.
At this point, I finally just... I'm trying to hold myself together, but inevitably, there's just one tiny little crack. Like how you blame yourself for all this mess?
I mean, it is my fault that Dad is dead.
Depending on certain situations, I believe we might be on the same boat. I gave up the gun to make sure that you don't die. That you won't die from all this, but... worried that I might have put every single one of us in.
I mean, that gun can kill us just like any other gun can. But the truth is, as I'm talking through the door, I look over to Alex and I just shake my head and I'm like, truth is, I knew there was a spell someone wanted, and I gave it to them, and they controlled Rachel Upchurch and killed our dad because of it, and it's my fault. So whatever happens from now on is my fault. Do y'all say anything, or?
For a moment of silence, there was only one thing that David ends up stating.
What about Alex?
Remember when you accidentally...
Alex doesn't say anything. He just stares at him.
Remember when you accidentally caused a pretty bad spill back at school when we were together at that point?
What does that got to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything?
Certain problems as bad as what we're going through now. Can't really do this alone. If we don't do this alone, then we're probably just gonna be going down a highway down to hell itself.
I'd rather go myself than take y'all with me, and y'all can do this without me anyway.
I'd much rather drag anyone who tries to pull you into danger down to hell with me. I suppose we're at a rather peculiar impasse. I don't want to lose you. You understand that?
You're not gonna lose me. I'm here, but at the same time,
Yet why did you write why did you write those notes?
what notes? He acts trying to pretend like he has no idea what you're talking about.
And if anything bad happens to you, that it'll be your fault.
Well, it would be
I
my
had to
fault.
watch. I have had to watch people that I've befriended end their own lives with the exact same notes. You honestly think I'm an idiot?
Is David? Is the door still closed, or is David now out? Like, open the door, talking to him.
Finally opening the door.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's just kind of picked a little sensitive thing.
Right. He looks at you.
Being a former chief petty officer, and the whole state of these suicide rates.
Yeah. He looks over at David, but you can tell he doesn't look you in the eye. He can't look Alex in the eye. He kind of keeps his head down, and he just shakes his head slightly, and he says, "What is the point?" It was probably he sighs again. He say, "It was probably my fault that our mom's ashes got taken too. That person probably thought they could come in and take it while we were away. I don't know. But the person that I gave the spell to, or told about the spell, I didn't give it to them. They just found it, and I told them what it was for. But the person I told about the spell, I didn't know it was going to be Rachel Upchurch that they controlled, and I didn't know they were going to target us, and I don't know why they did, and I don't even know who they were really. They're just some anonymous person online. So I screwed up, and I shouldn't be allowed to go out and fight and hunt with you guys. So, and to be honest, even if it wasn't my fault, I'd still feel pretty bad and shitty that both of our parents died basically in the same week. So, don't exactly feel like going out there and trying to make the world a better place. Know what I mean?
I'm not here to make the world a better place. Right. Whole world's a full fuckery of grays all over the place. Sometimes it's a brighter shade, sometimes a dark shade. Not all black and white.
Trying to make the world a better place. He sighs.
I just wish to make sure that I know that I was skeptical over this whole supernatural thing at first, and seeing both mom and dad die in the same week somewhat broke me to some degree.
Yeah, but you weren't the one that caused one of their deaths, so imagine how I feel.
And who's to say? Sorry, out of character, I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm
Sorry.
Jumping between so many things.
Sorry. Well.
Yeah, out of character, I'm mentally stumped. Like, my brain is just complete 90s static.
Alex looks at Baron and says, "Did you forget one thing? Even if you're anonymous, you can still track a IP address, track somebody down."
He sighs. Don't you think I've already tried that? It's whoever this person is not just some kind of spell casting, ghost enslaving lunatic. They know their way around computers, or they used magic themselves. I mean, for all I know, it could have been Patrick, but I don't think it's Patrick. He doesn't seem the type. But it could be whoever that Phoenix is working for. I don't know. It could be anyone. It could be a demon. It could be anybody. Do you not understand? I have went through this in my head for the last month, trying to figure out who this person could be, so I could hunt them down. And if it's a monster or a spirit, I could end them and feel better about it. But it could just also be a human, a norm. It could, I mean, it could be some teenage hacker that just wanted to have a good time with some magic. Now I can't just go up to some 15-year-old and kill them. So I'll just have to burden that for the rest of my life.
Basically, he says, do you still have the chats, brother?
I look over towards... How long has it been since they were... Like, how long in the time between they picked up the wine coolers and me taking the screenshots?
It's probably only been like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, then. Then I suppose I only just got the recent history and not that because, as you said, history gets deleted every 24 hours.
Yeah, you would have got. Let's see. It's probably like it's 1:00 p.m. So you probably would have got the screenshot for the whole morning. But the thing is he sent them. Baron sent the message to that person at like 11. There was nothing before that because it was deleted, and then at like right when he was leaving at 1 to go get the drinks is when it was, the person responded. So you only really got 2 messages.
See.
Alex goes out to his vehicle.
Baron
back.
just says he's gonna go get a shotgun to kill me with.
Basically, when he opens up his gun department, he also pops open a computer department.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And actually goes through and sees if he can actually pick up the digital imprint from a few weeks ago.
Okay, real life, I have no idea if that's possible or, so I'm just going to say it's a difficulty 5 and complication range probably 3. And basically the complication would be if they would find out that you did that, and that would be bad. So yeah, go ahead and make let's see, what kind of roll would that? Definitely an engineering roll. So that'd be communicate, and I'll say either faith or truth. So either insight or reason, either one. And probably want to use a determination, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you have any good values? Let's see. A lot of your values, hold on. Okay. I was looking at your values, I was like, they look like mine. But they're not. My duty is to my family is not a good one because you could potentially put your family in danger by doing it. Crisis of faith, probably not. All monsters must die, probably not. Control freak, maybe if you're trying to control the situation, like if you're trying to take control or something.
I think probably he'd probably be like, yeah, control freak. Like he want to make sure that he can actually find out who the fuck was messaging his brother.
All right. Go ahead and roll. That roll, you have 2 automatically. Do you want to add? You have 3. I think we have 3 momentum. Do you want to add any dice?
Yeah, I'll add 3 dice to it.
So you got 5 dice plus 2. Let's see what happens. You already got 2 successes. Alright, so, well, the good news is you succeeded. The bad news is those 2 are complications because I increased the complication range. So you do find out where this is. You find out. So, alright, so now we have to use the GM emulator because I haven't thought this far ahead. So we're going to say the chaos is 6. What'd you say?
6. Alright. Okay. Chaos 6. What's the odds?
Alright, so the odds of, I guess we have to come up with a question first. Let's come up with a question first. So, Mac, what is your question, basically? What is Alex's question? As Alex is looking for, what is the main, is Alex looking for a physical location? Is Alex looking for, like, the identity of the person? Is Alex looking for, like, are they human versus monster? Like, what is the question, the main question that Alex is looking for?
He'll probably be looking for who the person is.
Like an identity check? Alright.
Yeah.
So let's start with. So you get you succeeded, so you get the identity. So let's start with, is it somebody that we know? And I think the odds are very unlikely. Well, actually, 50-50, because if they used Rachel Upchurch to attack our dad, they might be someone we know. So we'll say 50-50 and ask a question, and let Mac do it, Nostra, since Mac was the one that did the actual hacking. And then Mac, let us know what you got.
Yes.
So it's somebody that we know. Alright, so this might be someone, so...
I know.
So, whoops. Alright, so... It's... Okay, so basically now, we have to figure out who it is. The easy thing would be to say, okay, since our mom and dad is dead, then it's Alex's mom, right? Who's still in Australia. So I guess we say, is it Alex's mom? I think the odds are, I would say no way.
Let me roll it. Okay,
let Nostra roll it.
Go ahead and roll it.
Is it yes? Did it say yes?
An extreme yes.
Oh my god. So, I will go ahead and say that not only do you discover it's your mom, but she's actually in America now. Because extreme yes means extreme yes. Like, it looks like, for some reason, I don't know because I'm not GMing this part, your mom wanted to kill our dad / her new husband, new quote unquote, or her husband, and yeah. We still don't know if it has anything to do with our mom's death, though, and the stealing of her ashes. But we do know that she used. So, I'll also give you this, because, you know, I'm the GM and also I know Baron. You can tell by looking at past messages that she reached out to Baron, being like, "Hey, this is," you know, at first just like, "Hey, I'm just a person. I want to be friends." Blah blah blah. Then she was like, "I'm Alex's mom," and of course Baron's like, "Oh, okay," because, you know, family. Baron would have trusted her, and you would have found out that basically she wanted to know about John Kennedy, I believe was his name, or was it John Miller? I can't remember.
John Miller.
Okay. Yeah. NPCs. Did I delete it? Oh, it's probably on a whole other. Yeah, it's on another whole thing. So basically, she wanted to know about him and she basically was like, "Yeah, I believe in the supernatural," and she wanted to find out about the death that was supposedly caused by accident, about the Rachel Upchurch being hit by a car. And then Baron, in his infinite wisdom, was like, "Yeah, I know so many things about ghosts. You could control one if you use this spell, blah, blah, blah." And he didn't even realize that she was going to actually use it. And bam, she used it to kill our dad. Plot twist!
And all because the dice god says extreme yes.
Right. Right.
He rings up his mom.
Jesus, I love you.
Wait,
He rings up his mom.
you actually call her?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I have to act as your mom then. Okay. So let me just do a random state generator, because I need to see what state she is. Random state picker, yeah, that's better. Random US state generator. Okay, that's just a bunch of words and letters. Doesn't mean anything. Nope, not that one. 50 states, random wheel. Alright, first one I see is the one she's in. Oh my god, just go! Stop with the music. No sound effects. Fuck off. Spin it. Alright, let's see what we got. It's gonna land on... Please don't say Kansas. Please don't say Kansas. Okay. That makes sense, because New Jersey has a lot of evil there. So she's in New Jersey, and she answers the phone with a New Jersey... what's the word I'm looking for? Area code. Well, no, it would be an Australian one, because she would have her phone with her. But you could tell with your computer savviness she's in New Jersey. She answers. She says, "Hey, Alex," or I'll say she has a pet name for you. What's the pet name? Is it Lexi, or is it Allie, or Al, or Lex?
It's Lexi.
Okay.
Lexi.
Lexi. Hey, Lexi. Hey, what you doing? How's your vacation in America going?
Cut the bullshit, Mom.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What the fuck? You killed Dad!
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anybody.
Yeah. I was in the fucking car, Mom.
I don't know. Yeah. What? Yeah. Look. I went to the I had to identify the body, your dad's body, and the police said that you were in the car. But they also said that somebody said that you weren't supposed to be there. There was a last minute decision. So that's kind of on you, right? I mean, but I didn't do it.
Who the fuck did it, Mom?
It was just an accident, honey.
No, it's not.
Look, he just lost control of the car or the truck and hit a tree, and that's it. That's all that happened.
No, it's not okay. He closes the laptop and he hangs up on her.
Okay, she's like, it's okay, and then you hang up. All right, so what do you do next? Cause
he goes down to pretty much Baron. Goes down to Baron and goes, "What the fuck?"
I look at you and let's see, where am I? I'm probably like still talking to David. So you come around the corner and you say that, and I just look at you and I'm like, what?
What?
You gave my mom the spell.
Wait, what?
Okay, first of all, how did you know that?
I literally slam open the door and just... What?
First of all, how did you know that? Second of all, obviously I didn't think she was going to do anything with it. We were just having a conversation about the supernatural.
surely you have some evidence to back that up.
Yes. He just told her the fucking spell and what it does and everything.
Alright, even if it was your mom, which I'm not saying it is because it probably isn't, she's in Australia.
Yes, it is. And she literally bullshitted to y'all. She's in New Jersey right now.
What? Who would ever want to go there?
Yeah. She's in New Jersey, and she bullshitted to me, so what the fuck? So, apparently, somebody actually asked her to actually get the spell.
Wait, you think she got it from me and then someone else used it on Rachel Upchurch?
Yes. But she didn't even tell me who it was or whatever it was.
But who would want to kill Dad? And who would want to kill you? And who would want to kill anybody? Like, we don't know anyone that wants to do that to us. Patrick is the only supernatural thing we know, and he hasn't tried to kill us or anything.
He says, I'm going to be taking a trip to New Jersey. Does anyone else want to go?
No, I'm staying here. But I will say this: I found, and Baron pulls out the piece of paper. It's like it's a little tiny. It's a booklet, but it's like the papers are like falling out of it. And he pulls out some paper, and he says, "If you're going up that way, in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, there is another chapter house of the Men of Letters, which is the people that control this bunker and stuff. If we can get control of all of the different chapter houses around the country, there's like 6 or 7, then it'll form like a protective pentagram thing. And but yeah, if you could drop by there while you're busy yelling at your mom, because that's going to be useful, then we can take control of that chapter house too. And who knows, maybe even like start like a hunters group, and all over the country we can basically, but I'm staying here. I don't want to go, and I'm not going to go, because as much as I would love to give your mom a piece of my mind, she's your mom, and I didn't know she was going to do what she did. So that's, to be honest, another thing, if I go, I might shoot her. So you should definitely go and just figure out what's going on. And I look to David and I say, are you going with him?
As a means in case something happens to him, then I have to. However, I need to make sure that you're going to be alright as well. So ultimately,
I'll be fine. I'll be here watching Netflix and drinking wine coolers. Plus, I got to do some research on Patrick and the Phoenix and everything. I'll be fine.
Yeah, make sure. I believe it would be best to figure out what Patrick is.
Yeah.
Well, as that Phoenix. Fine.
All right, so.
Alex, I'm coming with you.
And he looks over to Alex.
I hope you don't mind me packing a lot of firearms in here, just in case. But it's fortunate I have a permit of concealed carry.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I put the pentagrams in key spots just in case.
Great. All right. Well, look, I can't say this enough. I'm sorry for my part in all of this, but I obviously did not know that your own mother was going to take some random bit of information and use it against us. So I look over between David and Alex and I'm like, as much as I hate myself, I can't stand for y'all to hate me. That's why I didn't say anything. Do you think you could forgive me?
I can forgive you, because you didn't know.
I weren't aware of this whole situation. That's the thing. So
I know. I should have told y'all. I know.
What I'm mostly a little upset about is that you didn't let us know about this whole situation.
It's hard to confess things like this when you're the one that's, the one that caused the problem to begin with, even if it's not intentional. I figured if nobody found out, we could take care of whoever controlling the ghost, which I didn't, I knew your mom had the spell, but I didn't know that she was the one that did it. Or maybe she didn't. Maybe she gave the spell to someone else. Either way, I figured we could take care of all this stuff without y'all ever figuring out. But unfortunately, my own self-hatred and anger and all this other crap came out and y'all figured me out. So I'm sorry. I'll try not to lie or keep secrets anymore. Alright,
That's okay.
No, go ahead, Matt.
He says that's okay. At least we got to the bottom of it.
Alright, do y'all want to get ready to go to on this road trip, or do y'all want to continue doing stuff in the bunker?
Alex is probably getting his bag ready.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to just meticulously just arm every single gun I have, while Alex can just hear the.
Alright. Well, I go.
Hearing every single one of them getting loaded.
I go back into my room and sob into a pillow or something. Alright, so next day, you guys get ready to go. Do y'all, Baron doesn't come out of his bedroom. Do y'all want to say goodbye to him or just go?
I'm gonna take out a piece of paper, write down a see you later, or see you later with a little code name that I believe both of us knew since, well, we practically grew up together.
Alright. So
And slide it under the door.
I pick up the paper and just kind of give you a knock to let you know I got it, and then go back to laying down.
Right. Looks like everything's all set. Let's go.
Yep. Can't wait to get to New Jersey to find out who fucking got the spell.
Alright, so you guys head out. Let's change the image to the garage. Oh yeah, your Mustang came in, David. So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, good.
They're still fixing your crumpled Corvette.
My poor Marilyn.
Yeah. What'd you name this car? Bobby?
Bobby.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys are heading out. Don't need this anymore. Is Alex riding with David, or are you taking separate vehicles?
He's gonna take his own vehicle so David can get his thoughts out and yeah.
Alright. So you guys are driving along, and you guys, I need one of you, doesn't matter which one, to ask the emulator, do you encounter anything supernatural? Chaos level 6. Chances are 50-50 on this one.
I'll roll.
Alright.
I'll let you roll, Nostra.
An extreme no.
Alright. I'm gonna pull up a map of the US, road map USA, and see if exactly where the hell. Are you guys taking main highways and interstates, or are you taking back roads and normal streets. It'll take longer, but you're less likely to run into anything horrible. It's up to y'all.
We would have planned this before we left, so
Okay.
what do you want to do? Nostro?
I think I have an idea. On some of the roads, I believe we could try to take, like, the interstates. However, if there's, like, say, certain routes that may take much longer, then we'll take the occasional back roads and shortcuts. It's kind of how I normally did when it comes to going to a certain place IRL. Like, sometimes my mom and I went to normal interstates. Sometimes we got out of the interstate and actually took a back road. It's like a hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I'll move y'all to the map in just a second, so we can see where you're going. Ginormous America. Alright, so you guys are starting roughly here. So you probably get off on the 70 towards Topeka, past Kansas City. Let's see, where's New Jersey? It's in this mess of garbage and hell that they call the New England. So it's somewhere around there. Actually, I think it's up north of Virginia? I don't know. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is, because there's Newark. You're still on 70. You're about to head into Illinois, which is actually the road you guys were taking when you came up from Florida, from Golden Coast, Florida. So we'll say ask now, ask again, but the chances are somewhat likely. Mac, you do it this time? And let me know what you get.
Extreme, yes.
Finally.
Oh, bro. Raggy.
Alright, so you guys are just driving along. Who's in front? Who's in back?
I'll be in front.
Alright, good. Probably a good idea.
And I'm just trying to not fume again.
Alright, so you guys are... where is it? Don't tell me I don't have it here. Come on. Oh well, I guess I don't have it. That's fine. You guys see a pickup truck that has been kind of just sped out and is in the grass. And a little bit past it, you see a black muscle car that is parked over on the side like that. You can't see anybody. What do you do? Actually, roll insight security. So truth and battle and truth. I'm gonna say difficulty is 3 on this one. Difficulty 3, guys.
I mean, what about the no vehicle assists?
Oh yeah, you. Well, no, not for insight, because this is like perception.
Oh.
Difficulty 3. Do you have a focus that would turn that 2 into? Actually, let
Because
me.
the thing is, like, my security is hand-to-hand with firearms, and my insight is, well...
Hold on. Let's see. Security's battle, hand-to-hand. Well, your focus is... Attention to detail would be a good focus for it. Like, your focus doesn't have to be in the spot that, you know...
okay, then, yeah, I have a focus.
Alright, and it's security's 5, so anything under a 5. And insight is... Okay. So you have 4 successes then. Ooh, complication.
Would you like to spend 2 momentum to get rid of that?
Or gamble.
I'll gamble it.
Do y'all have any momentum? Oh yeah, you have 3, I guess. But I thought y'all bought some. Didn't you buy some dice with some momentum? Yeah,
Yeah.
you used
Oh,
all of
then
it.
it's 2.
You used all of it, didn't you?
Oh.
If I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
We got 1 momentum.
From what? Well, how
At
about this?
3 before I roll.
Yeah, you're right. Well, no, because you had 3 momentum up here, and then you rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. So you had to spend 3 momentum to get 5 dice. The difficulty was 3. Nostra got 4, so that's 1. So you have 1 momentum, so you can gamble with the 1 if you want.
Yes.
All right.
That's
so,
what I'm doing.
Okay. But the increased complication range by 3 though. So if you get a, all right. So you got a 7. So you
There.
got 2 successes. So you still didn't succeed. You saw the cars as you're driving up, but you didn't see the people. David, as you are, in a smaller, quieter vehicle, you're able to see that there are people kind of. It looks like on the other side of this truck, there's somebody lying down. Like you can see their feet sticking out, and then there are 2 other individuals attacking them. And in addition to that, you see down the road, which let me make the map bigger so that I can have more road. Alright, down the road, there is another vehicle, an orange Dodge Charger, speeding towards you guys, almost like an attack vector. So,
He's gonna just smash into it.
well, what does David do? Because David, you're the one that sees most of the stuff.
I'd like to quickly get to the side. I would like to try to get to the side and investigate the whole beatdown while radioing him about what I've detected.
Okay. Alex, well, go ahead and say whatever David's going to say to Alex over the radio, and then, Alex, you tell me what you're going to do.
Looks like there's a skirmish going on behind the truck. Be careful, be careful.
Yep. Is there anything else I need to know?
There's a body laying down going out of the side. There's also 2 people going at it.
All right.
He's
so,
continuing driving.
All right.
Is there... Yeah.
What were you going to ask?
So, does Alex see the yellow car? The orange car?
Yeah, that's obvious. It's coming. I will say that it was in the right lane, and now it's moved into the center lane, like the center.
Yeah, Alex is gonna just smash into it.
All right. So, at the very last second, as you're plowing forward and you pull over, David pulls over to the side to investigate. This vehicle just goes this way and slams into this vehicle, sending this vehicle flying into the people. What does Alex do now?
He stops.
Alright, and what does David do?
I think by then I would have stopped, and by then I would actually went out.
Okay. Both of you roll Insight Security again. Difficulty 1 this time.
Got it.
This will be more information. Or not more, but additional. Ooh, nice. So you got a 2. So that's +1 momentum. Yep. And then Alex's got 1. So, Alex, you notice as soon as this vehicle smashes into this other vehicle, a man and a woman get out of the orange vehicle and run over to the people that are attacking and begin attacking the attackers, basically. David, you notice there is a lot of blood over here, and it's soaked into the ground, and the guy that was the truck driver is struggling to get away, and he's missing limbs.
Oh shit.
What do y'all do?
Does hey, brother, the attackers are being attacked. He calls over the radio. Hey, brother, the attacker's being attacked. I don't know where the other dude is.
Good. I will actually nab out the, I'm gonna nab out the Glock.
Alright. So you jump out your car with your Glock. What about Alex? Does Alex get out the car with a weapon, or is Alex going to stay in the vehicle? What's Alex doing?
Alex will pull over and jump out with his 9mm and just.
Alright. David, as you're approaching, slowly I assume, you can hear the truck driver is crying, just kill me, somebody please. Put me out of my misery. As these two are wailing on somebody. You still can't tell who they... Like, you saw them because you saw them get out the vehicle, but you still can't see the other two because they're, they're behind the truck. So they're beating the shit out of these other two.
And I'm slowly getting to where the poor truck driver is.
Okay. So question is, do you do it? Do you kill him? He has a missing arm and a missing leg and a lot of bite marks all over his body.
I try to figure out what kind of, like, bite marks. Hold up. Bite marks?
Yep. It looks like a bunch of tiny little sharks just chomp, 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 chomp.
I'm not
Basic-
really sure if I should do it.
He's
Basically,
begging you to kill him.
Alex actually comes around and comes and follows you.
Alex, we'll look away. It's not pretty.
So at this point, you
Let's
can...
get him to the he comes around the corner. Let's get him to the closest hospital.
His injury seems pretty grievous. Definitely, most likely. We'll be able to make it even if we actually manage to. Actually, how far are we to the nearest?
Probably like an hour. Also, as you guys are talking, the black car revs up and tries to speed away. And this guy leaps probably 20 feet into the air, superhumanly, and lands on the back and starts punching at the glass, while she begins moving towards the man.
He picks it. He goes, "It's now or ever. Let's get him to the hospital."
It'll take an hour.
The woman looks to you and says, "What are you doing? Kill him now."
Listen, it's impossible to get him to the nearest hospital. Might be a hard pill to swallow, but look away if you have to.
Kill him before he
I'm
turns.
so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. And I.
Alright, make a control and security. That's gonna be control, power, and battle. So battle and power, difficulty. Difficulty's 1. He's not going anywhere.
I'll spend the
All right.
2 momentum for complication.
Alright, so you're down to 1 momentum.
Yep.
He is gone. He is dead. His head is basically a donut. She walks up to you guys, her feet sinking into the bloody ground as the other vehicle drives away, and this man walks back and says, "They got away. I almost killed one of them, but they're too strong. They must be older."
Older of what kind?
I said older, not order.
Oh. No, older. I said older. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. The woman says, "I'm sorry that you had to see this. My name is Eshra. This is Sylvester." And she kind of looks around, and you guys don't need to roll insight to tell that the blood on the ground is making them very nervous. And she kind of rubs her cheek and rubs her nose and kind of restrains from looking at it. and she says, do yourselves a favor, get back in your nice vehicles and leave this area.
Hopefully we see each other again. He walks to his vehicle. And sorry if I made you crash into the vehicle.
She laughs. She said, I did that intentionally so they wouldn't get away. We didn't know what they were doing, and we wanted to make sure that their vehicle was temporarily incapacitated while we attacked them. You do know what they are, don't you?
No, we haven't heard of them.
You
Or
haven't-
encountered them.
Well, you've been lucky to not have to encounter vampires then.
For the demon, but
More demons we've encountered in Ghost.
as well as a murder.
Sylvester says, we used to be the same pack as they, but we split into two when we decided we weren't going to feed on humans anymore. And they didn't like that. So now we're in a civil war.
If you do need any help, here's my number.
She grins, thinking that you're like flirting with her, and she takes the number and she says, thank you. Aren't you worried that this will fall into the wrong hands and, you know, they might come and hunt you down and eat you?
Well, wouldn't be the first person want to hunt us down.
You see Sylvester kind of growl. She's like, I'm getting hungry. We need to go. And she nods and says, and she hands you she hands you a piece of paper, and I guess it has a phone number too, because I don't think vampires have another way of contacting each other besides phones. So we'll say she gives you her number, and basically it's like, if you ever need us, let us know, and we'll do what we can. And they head towards their car. By the way, we
Thank
didn't
you.
catch your name.
Alex
My
and
name's
David.
My name is David, and this is my half brother Alexios, or Alex.
Alexio.
Well,
Alexis.
it's been nice meeting you guys, but like I said, we gotta go find some cows to feed on, and they head back to their vehicle.
He goes, at least we got a number for some people if we need help.
And you guys can hear sirens in the distance. They're probably coming
Oh,
to
shit.
see what's going
Let's
on
go.
with the
Oh
truck.
shit, we need to go. Shit, we need to go.
Yeah.
All right.
He hops in his vehicle.
Let's
He
do
leaps into the vehicle.
a driving, since you basically just leisurely drove, so you didn't have to really do any kind of task for it. But let's do control or power and move and power, and I'll roll for your vehicles.
Alright.
Oof, I didn't even fuck, hold on, I gotta find your actual character
Yeah.
sheets for the fucking things. Hold on. Let's see, where did I put those? Mac. I don't have Bobby. You might have to. I don't know if
Yeah?
I don't know if you made did you make a character sheet for Bobby? I don't remember.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, go ahead and do that. It's the same rule as the ships, basically. All right, so 7. Hold on. Minimize this. All right, 7, 12, 11, 6, and 9. Oops. Four, three, 4, 3, 1. Alright, so move. Why isn't it working?
I'm not really sure how to make it because
Hold on.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this stupid thing to. Oh, there we go. What's wrong one? So, alright, I got Mac's car set up, so all I got. Mac, go ahead and roll for your car. 1 dice, move, and control. Oh shit, I got it. Hold on. I forgot to put the things in, so you know what the hell. Oh, my car is not even set up. Jesus Christ, did I not set up anything?
No, you didn't.
I remember I had to move roll 20s. That's probably why. Alright, so duty as structure. Faith is suspension / handling. Torque is justice. Horsepower is power, obviously. / engines. And truth is electric. Battle is security. Engineering and design. Command. Con. And psi / med. Alright, now we can do it. Move. And I think this requires faith because it requires handling more than anything. Well, actually, I think it requires power because you're getting away from the police. So I'll roll 1. All right. So now let's see what we got. Did it not roll it? Why? All right, Mac. Let's try again. Move. Power. Submit. 1. Submit. Yes. Submit. Finally. 0. Okay. So you got 1 success, and I will. Alright, I'm gonna put the same stats because I mean they basically are the same car. Oh, wait, what? I don't even have. I don't have what was your other car's name? Marilyn?
Marilyn?
For some reason, I don't have the stats on that. Why? I mean, I would have, if it was there, I would have copied it. Alright, so I will just. That's stupid. I'll put some stats in, and you can move them around where you think they would go. Well, first of all, structure. Hold on. Structure. Power is engines, horsepower. Mac. There we go. Electrics. Eighth is suspension and handling. Justice is torque. Alright, and security. Med. Engineering design. Discipline is command. Move is con. Alright. So now I will put some stats in, and then you can just basically move them around. Basically it's the stats for my car, but you can, as long as you have the same amount, you can move them wherever you want.
Hey, I'll be right back real quick.
Alright. I have to go for 10 minutes, so I'll be back too in a bit after I do this. Alright. That should be it. Alright. Alright, I will be right back. If Nostra comes back and doesn't know where I am, just let her know I'll be right back in like 10 minutes. come back? Did Nostra come back yet?
Yeah,
I'm still here.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Alright, so you guys are driving. Oh wait, we gotta figure out your car. Yeah, I gotta do. Did you move your stats around for your car?
I literally just got back.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just put the stats in for my car. You can move the points around however you want that you think would make sense for your car. And then you can roll an assist with move and power because you're trying, or torque. So basically either power or justice, either one. And it looks like.
I think that's good.
Okay. I mean, it's the stats for my car, and my car is way heavier, so probably.
And I think mine's lighter.
Yeah, so I would probably take one out of structure and put it in. Oh yeah, take one out of structure, put it in suspension, because your car has way better suspension than mine has any right to have. And then you probably have good torque. Yeah, I would say that's pretty good.
There we go.
Alright. And then roll your assist, and you guys are moving along. Let's see. Yeah, both of you.
Power?
Yep, moving power, and you both got 1 so far. Now you got 2, so +1 to the momentum. So what that puts you to 2?
Yeah.
Alright. So as night begins to fall, you guys get a call from Baron.
I'd pick up the phone.
Alright. And Mac, do you want to put it on a 3-way phone call? Or
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
So the first thing you see is like Baron is like half out of the frame, and he's like leaning back on his bed, drinking like a wine cooler. He's like, "Hey guys, are y'all having fun driving? I wish I could drive, but I would probably crash." So what do y'all doing? Are y'all having fun out there?
No. We ran into some vampires.
Oh, that's nice. Wait, what?
A vampire. We encountered a vampire civil war.
Oh. That's weird. That is so weird. That is so weird. Well, I miss you guys. Where are y'all at now? Like, what state?
Do we know what state we ended up in?
I think right now you're in.
Indiana.
Yeah, you're probably like almost.
We're in Indiana.
Yeah.
We're in between the borders of Illinois and Indiana.
Yeah, like right there. So it's like, wow, you're making a lot of headway. Y'all moving real fast. See, I would have just held you up and slowed you down, because that's what I'd do. Good thing you guys are hauling ass. Ass. Anyway, I just, like I said, just wanted to call, see how you guys were doing. I guess I'll talk to you later. And like, as he's hanging up, he falls off the bed, and you're like, yeah. And it's nighttime now, or the sun's going down, like on the picture. So, actually, yeah, let me move your cars there. As you guys are moving along.
Okay, David, do you wanna pull over for the night?
I believe so. I think we've driven
y'all want to just pull over to the
Ugh.
side of the road and sleep in the car, or y'all gonna look for a rest stop or a hotel or what?
Ugh.
Hotel.
Ugly hotel.
All right.
Yeah, he would say, remember last time? Yeah, we aren't gonna do the repeat of last time.
All right.
Don't
that's-
rub it in.
That's definitely going to be a roll because you guys are going down a long highway in the middle of nowhere. So that's going to be, let's try, I'll say reason or insight, either one. And con, because you got to maneuver to looking at your map trying to figure out where you're going. So con and reason or insight. And then this one your car can assist, so I will roll for the car. Because you're moving.
Go for our cars. Got it.
I'll roll for y'all's. I'm gonna use electrics because you're using lights to look around. Alright. So let's see what we got. Nothing for Mac's car. 1 for. Ooh. So it looks like, David, you are the one that is finding +2 to momentum, by the way. So you're at 4 momentum. But you're looking down at the GPS on your phone and you're like, oh yeah, we gotta go this way. And Mac passes like a turn off point that you're supposed to go to.
Oh boy.
He continues along unless he gets told not to.
Back, you've overpassed the turn point.
Thanks, David. He does a Yui and comes back to the turn point.
As you guys head off the turn point towards the hotel, it's probably like 9 o'clock now. Mac, Alex gets a phone call. When you look at it, it's the phone number that the Eshra, the vampire, gave you.
He answers the call. Hey, I didn't expect a phone call this quick.
At first you don't hear anything, and then you hear like a lot of shuffling, and then you hear a deep voice on the other end that's definitely not hers say, we've caught you now, Eshra. You will not decry the glory of the vampire name anymore. You will be killed. And then you hear screaming, and then it goes dead.
Basically, he goes and tracks the number in the back of his vehicle.
Alright,
Now
so
he's fully awake.
alright, so David sees that Mac has pulled over and got out and looked in the back of his vehicle at his laptop.
I pull over and see what the fuck is going on now.
He goes,
Alex?
our new friends, vampire friends, they're in trouble.
Go ahead and roll
Where's,
reason.
Get the coordinates.
Yeah, reason and engineering. I already rolled your car for you. And the difficulty is 3. So you need 2 more successes. You have 4
Would I be
momentum.
able to assist?
How would you assist?
Yeah.
How? If you give me a good reason how, I'll let you. But I gotta know how.
I mean, if there are certain details that he might have missed, I could easily point out the details as he's actually trying to get the information as he's getting the information through the computer.
Okay. So Alex, you see David is looking over your shoulder, pointing at various things on your computer. So you can, Alex, if you want to roll, or David, if you want to roll 1 dice to assist,
I'll roll 1.
and you can use the focus attention to detail. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. So let's see if you can get a 5th one and get some momentum. Yep.
Baba booey.
2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 2 momentum. Yep, you're up to 6. You find the location of the phone. However, as soon as you find it, it's basically pinging in a certain location, but then as soon as you find it, it goes dead, as if someone has destroyed it. But you now know where they are, or where they will be. It'll probably take you like 10 minutes to get there if you leave now and leave fast.
Let's get there.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, so this, I'm going to say, since you're actually trying to drive fast, it's going to be daring and con. I'll roll for your cars. And it's off the beaten path, so I'm going to roll for your suspension instead of your horsepower. Because it's off like a dirt road. It's really bumpy. Whoa. Lots of red. Alright, so let's see.
I think, that guys are kind of sus right now.
So, David, you're just driving all over the... Ooh, and you got a comic. Do you want to...
And I already paid for that.
Oh, okay. So, you just got 2 failures. And let's see. Your car got 2 successes, but it doesn't matter because you got a failure. But... Alex, your vehicle is, you're moving very well with with 1 success. You notice that Bobby here, David's car, it just like drives off in a random direction, like away from where you're headed.
He radios back. You okay, David?
David to Alex, what's going on?
You're going in the opposite direction.
Shit!
You turn around and head back, I guess.
Yes.
Alright. So you end up back on another road, and you find several cars, several vehicles blocking the road up ahead. And at least one of them looks like the one that you guys saw earlier that's all smashed up. The orange one you could see is off the road, and it looks like it's crashed into a ditch. So how do you approach?
Hey, David.
Yes.
The orange vehicle is their car. But there's 2 vehicles up ahead.
I quietly... Am I able to just grab my, sniper rifle?
Sure. Do you want to pull over and... I think your sniper rifle's probably going to be in the trunk or something, right?
Alright, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm gonna pull up at a good enough distance, get the sniper rifle, and take position.
Basically, Alex goes, vehicle smash.
Alright, so Bobby pulls over, and Mac's car just keeps going. Good idea. Alright, so this is definitely... I'm going to have... the car is actually going to make the main roll for the smash. So you make the assist roll, and that is going to be definitely daring and con. And it's going to be horsepower and move and horsepower. And just roll 1 dice. So yeah, which vehicle does it matter which one, or are you going for the middle between the 2? Like where you just put your token where you want it to crash into.
Basically, he's gonna try and get both of them, but if he can't get both of them, he'll try and go for the more smashed up one.
Okay. And you have stopped and you have pulled over, David. As you smash through, you can actually see a couple bodies go flying in various directions as the cars are now basically whipped around and thrown into a ditch. However, I need you both to roll insight security, or I believe that's battle and truth, to see if you can find your allies anywhere. No, not David. What's with these 18s and 19s you keep rolling?
I don't know. I really don't know. Because I am going to punch RNGesus now.
Alright, your turn, Alex. Oh, wow. So you got 3 successes. I'm going to give you... It is nighttime, so I'll
And a
give you
crit.
1 momentum. So let's see. Where are you guys at on momentum? You're at 4, so you're at 6 now? Or 5?
Yeah.
5. So, yeah, you notice over by the orange vehicle, both Eshra and Sylvester, they got them both on their knees. They're both bleeding. They're both been punched. You can see, actually, I'll just put their character sheets or their characters where they are. This is a rough, obviously not to scale. And then you can see there's a couple of vamps beating the shit out of them. I would say there's 3 vampires beating the crap out of them. And they're already bloody. So, since Mac, you attacked technically first, David, what do you want to do?
But I think I want to snipe one of the vamps that are assaulting them.
Alright, to snipe them in the head, it's going to be difficulty 3 because it's dark and it's you're going for a headshot, so it's not going to be, unless you have like night vision goggles or something.
I have a night vision scope.
Okay, then it's difficulty 2. And it'll be control and security.
No security, got it.
Yep. And which one are you aiming for?
The one that's doing the most damage.
Okay, it's
or
probably
like what looks like the boss, because take out the head, take out morale.
all right. We'll just say, for the sake of simplicity, that the one in the middle is the boss. Go ahead.
And since the fact I actually have a...
Alright, so now if I remember how to do damage, click on your sniper rifle and it minus is 4. They have a plot point. Let me see how much plot points they have. I don't think it's a whole hell of a lot, to be honest with you.
Bet.
Alright. Oh, I of course did not put it. So they have less than 4, I can tell you that. I think she would have 3. So her head, like, all you see is like the bottom of her jaw, and she just collapses forward dead. This guy, hearing and seeing what just happened, turns around and runs in your direction, while the other guy continues beating the crap out of them, and another one pops up out of nowhere and does the same. So now you've got to deal with this guy coming at you.
I'm doing that immediately.
Well, 1 second. Let me jump back to Mac. What's Alex doing now? Now that you've rammed their vehicles and knocked out 2 of their vamps. They will probably be back up soon.
He would definitely run them over.
Alright. That's going to be control and con, or daring and con, whichever one. And I will roll for your car to assist with structure, because of course. I'm guessing you're running over their heads.
Yes.
Ooh, no assist from the car, and it's difficulty 1, and you didn't even get that. Basically, and it's a complication. Do you want to get rid of the complication?
Yeah, we got like 5.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I re-roll that?
Sure, but the complication range is +3, so if you get an 18, 19, or 20, it is a complication that you cannot get rid of. Or +2, I should say. Nope, he
Still
gets
no.
up. Yep, he gets up and jumps onto your vehicle. The other one slowly begins to get back up. Alright, it's your turn, David.
So anyways, I started sniping.
Oh yeah, control and security.
I already.
Oh, you already
Yeah.
rolled. Okay. And so you got 3 successes, so 1 plus 1 momentum. And he only had 1 plot point. So, and I'm guessing you're aiming for the head.
Yes.
All right. So, gone. Now it's their turn. He is going to rip Sylvester's head off. And I didn't make character sheets, so I'm gonna roll regular dice. Ooh, a critical success. But he gets to resist. I'm gonna see what he gets. Wow. A critical success and a success. So he basically gets the upper hand and shoves the vampire aside, leaping to his feet. I think she's still down on her knees getting beaten. Alright, Alex, you got a vampire trying to punch through your glass. Obviously, that's not doing anything. What are you doing?
Basically, he's still carrying his 9mm. He'll pull it out and actually out the window he'll shoot the dude in the head.
All right, control and security. Difficulty 3 because, well, you know why. You're shooting him with a 9mm in the head, so the chances of you decapitating him is unlikely. But go ahead and roll it anyway. You got 2. Whoops.
I got 2 successes.
You got 2 successes, but go ahead and roll for your car because you're driving while shooting. So roll 1 dice. It'll be battle and probably handling, so faith, so you can see if you can knock him off your vehicle. So the bullet goes through his head, and if he was human, it would have killed him. But it just goes out the back of his head, and he just growls and continues trying to rip at the windshield. All right, David, you're up again.
I'm snapping this one.
All right, difficulty 2, control and security. Blows his head clean off. Yep. All right. So she
Good job, mate.
she slowly starts to recover. Let's see. I'm gonna say for their turn, she recovers and moves towards the vehicle as well. All right, Alex, your go.
Basically, he does a quick U-turn while trying to shoot at him.
Alright. Roll control or daring security or con. Either one. Actually, you're probably going to have to roll both because you're doing both. Actually, yeah, I think you can only, if we're going by Star Trek rules, you can only do one of those at a time.
Okay, he's gonna try and shoot him.
Alright, control and security. And if you get, well, yeah, it's got to be 3 successes to blow a hole through his head big enough to consider as a decapitation. If for some reason you get 4 successes, then I'll say that you succeed in your U-turn or whatever you're trying to do.
Can I use a momentum?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, your car got a critical success. So basically,
Yay!
basically what happened was you're shooting at him. A bullet grazes his head, but as you're trying to, whatever you're trying to do, what are you trying to speed up and or hit your brakes, or are you trying to
Eh, I'm gonna
do a
speed up
U-turn?
and hit my I'm gonna speed up and hit the brakes.
All right. So basically, you shoot him, doesn't really do much, but then you speed up, hit the brakes. He goes flying off, and his head goes through the windshield of like one of these other vehicles, and his head is no more. All right. For their turn, I think he is gonna attack him again. So let's see. Melee, 2 successes. He's got to resist. Oh, we got a critical fail. So that's gonna be damage. It's only gonna be. I think he has 4. He has 5 plot points. So it takes away 3. So or actually it takes away 4. So he has 1 plot point yet left as he gets punched to the ground. All right, David, your go.
Taking out the last one.
Control and security.
Got it.
Nice. Head goes poof. Alright, bad guy's turn. She's not going to jump on the car like the other idiot did. She's going to just run over and try to open the door. Question, did you lock the door? It may or may not matter.
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's
Yes,
going to try
I
to
did.
rip the door off with her superhuman strength. So let's see what she gets. She's got it. I would say it's a difficulty 3 because it is a tank. If it was a regular car, it'd be difficulty 2. Ooh, 1 success and 1 critical failure. So I'm not even going to make
you
you...
got a comp.
And you can roll if you want. If you want to roll control and con or daring and con. But what I was going to say happens is basically like she goes under your wheel on accident almost. And you just run her
Lol,
over.
yeah. Yeah?
Goes under the-
Alright, so as that happens, they recover and move over towards you guys, basically thanking you.
I put him. Well, I put away the gun, put it back in his trunk, and yeah.
Alright, does
Yep.
does Alex go over?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He goes over
They're
and
going over.
Alright, so Ashra says, thank you, this curse, whoops, wrong character. This curse is, we got 2, we got clones, so no. This curse that they put on me is, well, it's a curse. And I'm not going to tell you my whole life story, but let's just say I wasn't always a vampire. And Sylvester here has been loyal to me for basically our entire lives. So, yeah, thank you for your assistance, and I'm glad I didn't have to lose him today.
how did they find you so quick?
Well, vampires can smell pretty far, and we can definitely track each other and ourselves better than we could track other creatures, except for humans, of course, because, you know, we eat them, but, well, we don't, but they do. So, and Sylvester says, yeah, that, and they had some people in our group pretending to be anti-human feeders that really weren't, and it looks like we're the last 2 left. But we're gonna go out there, maybe move to Brazil or something, and try to start all over.
Any endeavor we might. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you, and Estra gestures to your pocket, which I'm assuming she saw you put her number in before, and she says,
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to call us if you need us. Even if we're in another country or continent, we'll come to help assist you the way you've assisted us today. Oh, and don't forget, Only removing the head of a vampire will kill it. Nothing else. So, not fire, not sunlight, not stakes through the heart, just taking off their heads. But that'll do that to pretty much anything.
Thank you for the helpful tip.
Of course. Well, we've got to figure out which one of these cars is going to work, because ours is pretty much screwed. So, actually, if you wouldn't mind giving us a ride, unlike vampires from books, we don't turn into bats or anything. We have to drive. If you could give us a ride into town.
Yeah, we can give you a ride.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
can give you a ride.
I appreciate that. We can, once we get to town, we can find a. We've got enough money saved up. We can buy another car and get out of here. All right, so you guys give the two vampires a ride. Which vehicle do you want? One of them in one of yours car and the other one in the other, or do you want them both in one car? How do you want to do it?
I mean, I'd be more than willing to let them choose if they wish to. Either.
Okay. Well, I think Astra's probably going to go with Alex. Bigger car, and also, it's Alex. So,
Yeah.
that's Alex. Sydney,
Yes, that's Alex.
or not Sydney, Sylvester, just being loyal to Astra, will probably go also. So, they'll ride in the bigger vehicle.
I'll serve as the escort then.
Do you guys have any questions for them? Because once you guys drop them off in the city, they'll probably be gone for a while.
No?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Well, you dropped them off in the city, and you guys find a hotel, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Get rid of this, and this, and this. After you guys find a hotel, before you can walk into your individual rooms, you see a familiar face walk up behind you. He points a gun at both of you and he says, "You bloody well got my colt stolen. Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you."
Well, we're still tracking the person down.
I don't care. You shouldn't have let it go in the beginning with. And now some crazy madman has my gun. The only thing that can kill... He stops short of saying something, and then he says, "that can kill anything. Or almost anything."
Hesitated for a moment.
Do you say that to him?
No, I noticed, I think I noticed the hesitation.
Right. Yeah, you both probably would have. You know that he's definitely got a use for it. And it's obviously probably not y'all. There's something or someone he wants dead.
Like a god?
Could be. Never know. But
He goes, well, we're got multiple leads on how we can track him down, but we're trying to chase down if the cult's related to, anyway, our family being killed.
he looks at you like you're a lunatic. He says, "What? What is your family being killed got to do with me and the cult?"
I don't know. Maybe you weren't the only one looking for the cult.
Clearly not, because somebody else has it now. And I'll find it, and you should be lucky if I don't kill you for it. but I want you to keep looking for it too. Where are you headed? Where are you?
New Jersey, New Jersey.
What's there?
Yeah, we.
One of our main leads.
One of our leads, yeah.
For the cult?
For the ghost conjuring.
It doesn't. I don't care about your ghosts' problems. I want the damn gun.
Baron's at the hotel looking into that. That's why we kept him on it and why he's still being himself.
A, what hotel? B, what do you mean himself?
Baron's simply making sure to research as many possible supernatural, including potential suspects that could have actually hunted down for the gun itself.
What was the chick's name that actually took it in the first place?
Are you asking me as the GM?
David.
Can you remind me about her name, DM, please? Pretty please with the cherry on top.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Can you remind me of what her name was? Pretty please. Cherry
Yeah.
on top?
It was, her given name, as far as you know, is Pyra, but she also goes by Percy or Persephone.
Ira. There were three names that I was provided when it comes to this individual: Ira, Percy, and Persephone.
Persephone? Like the Greek goddess Persephone?
Yes, the one that was taken by Hades.
Okay, well, I could probably find her, but I don't want to deal with whatever or whoever she's associated with. I mean, if Persephone is a phoenix that was once worshipped as a god, so whatever monster or creature or demon she's working for is clearly more powerful than her or us.
Yeah, that's the name we got from her who she took the gun. That's why we're trying to track down. Yeah, trying to do research on her.
Well, good, I guess. I don't. For some reason, I can't track y'all when y'all are in Lebanon, Kansas, but I will find you guys eventually, and I will make sure that you continue researching and trying to find the cult and this Persephone. But
how did the... He looks at David, then how did the other demon track this?
Just to say, I'm not sure, though.
maybe with its eyes, it probably just followed you.
We're able to become invisible and stalk us all the way into where we were.
Well,
Send in the horde of zombies.
well, demons can teleport and also become spirits, so yeah, he probably was basically invisible.
It could be a likelihood.
Either way, I heard you killed him, so, or sent him back to hell anyway, so he shouldn't be a problem anytime soon.
We've practically destroyed his soul, actually.
Oh, right. Well, find that cult or I'll destroy your souls. And as he says that, he lowers his gun, and with your eyes on him, he steps into the shadows of like a corner that he couldn't possibly escape from. But then once he's completely submerged by the darkness and the shadow, you no longer see him. And after a couple moments of wondering if he's still in the corner and taking a closer look, you realize he is gone.
At least we know, he knows that we're still tracking it. Yeah. You can easily call David in the morning.
We call Baron when we get up.
Yeah, Baron.
We'll wake up. We'll wake up at 700 to 800. Would that be a sufficient time?
Yep.
Be able to manage to get through to our destination more quickly. Just follow a direct pattern, a routine. Not Alex.
Night, David. And he goes to bed, making sure to lock the door
Okay.
behind him.
Question. So y'all, doing your research, did discover a few useful supernatural things. One being that salt. If you put salt near the door and around the windows and stuff, spirits like demons and ghosts can't enter. Do y'all do anything like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I use the salt like pour it on the door frames, on the window frames. Just
Okay.
anywhere that could be considered an opening. Even on the vents if there's like ones on the floor.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Alright.
Yep.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before basically the end of the episode? Or the session, I should say.
Really?
Alright. That's gonna be it for this game. Other than the part with the vampires, I didn't really plan anything. So all that other stuff with the computer, Baron's laptop, and discovering Mac's mom, yeah, that all was just on the spot stuff that I didn't know was gonna happen. Yeah, so that was fun. Let's see. So next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, Season 5 of the infamous Chronicles